Hello, my name is Katie Miller, and we're going to be talking about navigating space in the 3D mode for Adobe Photoshop. We'll be talking about how to move the object, move the camera, how to move, rotate, and scale the object along the X, Y, and Z axes, and working with the coordinates. To move the object, click on the object, make sure that over on your 3D panel over here that the pyramid is clicked and highlighted, and if you put your cursor in the background to rotate it, you click on this button up here, rotate the 3D object, and then click your cursor in the background and you can rotate the object any way you need to. To roll the object, this next one, click up here again, and then you can either roll the object left or right in space, back and forth. If you click on the next one over, you can drag the object. If you can drag it left or right, and if you go up and down through space as well. The next one is sliding the object, this one right here, and this one you can slide it left or right, and if you go up it goes away from you, and if you drag down it comes towards you. The next one over right here is scaling the object. You can scale it up or down by dragging up and down. Next, we're going to be talking about how to move the camera. To do this, you need to unclick your object and make sure the entire space that you have is outlined in yellow instead of your object. The first one you can use is orbit, and this kind of works the same way as it does for the object. You can orbit left and right around the object, or if you go up it can go under the object, and if you drag down you can look above the object. You can also dolly the camera, which is the same as using the zoom, and this moves it. It's kind of like a zoom. You can go in and out. If you drag up it takes you in, and if you drag down it goes out. And this middle one up here is panning the camera, and this also goes left to right and up and down. Now I'm going to teach you about moving, rotating, and scaling the object along their axes. And to do this, you'll need to click on your object. I'm just going to get it so I can see all of the arrows. So if we're talking about the x-axis, this is left to right and our width, and the y is up and down, our height, and z is in and out, which is the depth. And if you click on the outer arrows, these are the move functions. So if you want to move along the x-axis left to right, you would drag that, and then the arrow for the y-axis goes up and down to move that way, and then along the z-axis you can move along there too, in and out. These small middle curves on all of these arrows are the rotate functions. So to rotate along the y-axis, and the x-axis, and the z-axis. The smaller boxes on the inside are the scale functions, so you can scale its width along the x, you can scale the y, its height, up and down, and you can also scale along the z-axis, its depth. Working with the coordinate functions, if you click over here, the coordinates button on your properties panel, and have your object clicked, you can set the coordinates manually. Or you can also click reset coordinates, which brings your object to its original spot in space. And then you can also click move to ground to set this object on the actual ground level for your 3D space in Photoshop.